he want to prove his skills against a dog. So
what?
I'm gonna show y'all what happens when two dogs get in the ring together. And I'm gonna be the one. Obviously, I'm gonna be the one coming out victorious.
Bro, I know this guy Lamont, and I said he was finna come out victorious on Gervonta Davis.
Tank Davis will return to the ring on March 1st, 2025, to defend his WBA lightweight world title against Lamont Roach, the current WBA super featherweight champion. This fight, featuring the champions, is generating a lot of buzz. However, many people think it could be the most crushing loss of Lamont Roach's career.
I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds, but I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to.
At first, this may seem like just another title defense for Davis, but looking closer, the stakes and possible consequences for Roach are huge. Lamont Roach is a skilled fighter with a solid record of 25 wins and 10 knockouts. However, when you compare his accomplishments and abilities to Davis, the difference is clear. Davis isn't just a champion, he's a proven knockout specialist. And he fights with powerful punches and combinations that leave opponents stunned and vulnerable. For Roach, facing someone like Davis could be the toughest challenge of his career and perhaps a painful lesson.
Yeah, I mean, but again, they pick and choose, so it is what it is. And again, the media like to hate him too, so I'm going to catch a lot of that backlash too. But I mean, it is what it is. I ain't really studying that too much. I'm not worried about narrative. I'm worried about what I can do in the ring. All right.
The fight is scheduled to take place at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York, a venue that has hosted many exciting boxing events. What makes this even more thrilling is that it will be broadcast live on Amazon Prime pay-per-view, ensuring a huge audience both at the arena and at home. For Roach, this fight isn't just about the title, it's about his reputation, his future, and whether he can rise to the level of a fighter like Davis. However, many believe this fight might end badly for Roach. One reason is their past history. Davis and Roach have faced off before, not as professionals, but as amateurs. And in both encounters, Davis came out on top.
Match clause, people, so get ready for 2 fights. But yes, and after I beat him the second time, I probably would ask the WBA to let me go up to 140 and fight.
Although amateur bouts are quite different from professional fights, the mental advantage Davis has from those victories cannot be overlooked. Roach is aware that he's stepping into the ring with someone who has already defeated him twice. And that kind of mental pressure can be tough for any fighter to handle. Then, there's the skill difference. Oscar De La Hoya, who has plenty of experience in big fights, put it simply when he described Davis as a
round. What? I say 9th round.
You said 9th?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared.
According to De La Hoya, Davis's dedication to training, fight IQ, and ability to exploit his opponent's weaknesses make him one of the most dangerous fighters in boxing. De La Hoya even acknowledged that Roach might be in over his head with this fight. When someone as experienced as De La Hoya, who is known for hyping up his fighters, says something like this, it's hard to ignore. Roach does have his strengths, though. De La Hoya pointed out how Roach can be surprisingly good, with his ability to throw unexpected combinations and land punches his opponents don't see coming. Roach's slickness in the ring could help him find success, especially early on. But many experts believe it won't be enough to handle Davis's relentless pressure and power.
Being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best.
Davis is a fighter who adjusts quickly in almost every fight. He starts by studying his opponent, taking a few rounds to understand their patterns and timing. Once he figures them out, the fight changes completely. His punches become harder, more frequent, and incredibly accurate. Many believe this fight will follow a similar pattern. Roach may look strong in the early rounds, but once Davis finds his rhythm, it's likely to be over for Roach.
No, I think Lamont Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is. He's a tremendous fighter. He's a dedicated fighter when it comes to training and fighting and making sure.
For Gervonta Davis, this fight is a chance to further solidify his status as one of boxing's elite. After a series of impressive performances, Davis has gained significant momentum, and a dominant win over Roach would strengthen his position as a top draw in the sport. It could also pave the way for even bigger fights down the line. However, as Kevin Johnson pointed out, Roach is not an opponent to be underestimated. If Roach manages to go the distance or make the fight more competitive than expected, it could add a new layer of intrigue to Davis's career. Questions about his ability to handle slick, durable fighters might resurface, keeping fans and analysts engaged in debates about his long-term prospects.
And 30 pounds, whether he's a champion or not, you're getting a guy lighter than you to come up and weight to make you look good again.
One of the challenges Davis faces is living up to the high expectations set by his previous performances, with fans and critics expecting a knockout. Anything less could be seen as a letdown. This pressure to deliver isn't unique to Davis, but it's heightened by his status as one of the sport's biggest stars. Eddie Hearn's comments about the fight's potential impact on pay-per-view sales and fan interest highlight the business side of boxing. According to Hearn, this matchup may not generate the same level of excitement as Davis's past fights, leading to questions about its overall appeal. However, Davis's loyal fanbase and his ability to produce memorable moments in the ring could make this a must-watch event, regardless of the opponent.
Tank says that he's going to retire at the end of next year. Do you think he has one foot out the door?
Yeah, for sure. I think that was a mistake for him to say that, especially in front of me. So, I'm gonna just take advantage of him and show him why he shouldn't have said that or why he shouldn't be contemplating that.
For Lamont Roach Jr., this fight is a career-defining opportunity. Facing a fighter of Davis's caliber is a rare chance to showcase his skills on a global stage. Even if he doesn't win, a strong performance could elevate his profile and open doors for future high-profile fights. Roach's ability to adapt and survive against one of the most dangerous punchers in boxing will be a testament to his character and resilience. Roach's camp is undoubtedly preparing for the fight of their lives, knowing that every second in the ring with Davis will be a true test of their strategy and prepare it. Iron. If Roach can execute his game plan effectively, he has the potential to turn this into a competitive and compelling fight. The Davis versus Roach matchup promises to be an intriguing clash of styles and strategies, with Gervonta Davis bringing his trademark power and precision, while Lamont Roach Jr. relies on his durability and boxing IQ. This fight has the potential to surprise fans and analysts alike. Kevin Johnson's insights add an extra layer of depth to the narrative, painting a picture of a fight that could go the distance and leave a lasting impression on the boxing world. Well, what do you think? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more updates. See you in the next one. Hardcore boxing fans are already predicting a stoppage somewhere between rounds 6 and 10. As they know how Davis breaks down opponents both mentally and physically. While Roach has shown heart in past fights, heart alone won't be enough to withstand the kind of punishment Davis can deliver. Another important factor is the pressure on Roach. This fight isn't just about winning or losing, but about how he loses. If Roach is dominated or knocked out in a brutal way, it could harm his career. Fans and promoters may start to question if he belongs at this level, and future big opportunities could slip away. In boxing, a single devastating loss, especially in a high-profile fight like this, can change everything. Another factor is the geographic rivalry between Baltimore and Washington, D.C., which adds extra intensity to this matchup for casual fans. This fight is as much about city pride as it is about the fighters themselves. For Roach, representing Washington, D.C. against a Baltimore native like Davis brings its own pressures. Losing in such a scenario would feel like letting down not just himself, but an entire city. Despite all the doubts surrounding this fight, there's still some uncertainty. Davis recently posted on social media claiming the fight was canceled, causing confusion among fans. Meanwhile, Roach's camp has insisted the fight is still on. and the PBC has yet to clear up the situation. If the fight goes ahead as planned, all eyes will be on the Barclays Center to see if Davis can maintain his dominance, or if Roach can pull off what would be one of the biggest upsets in recent boxing history.
What was your reaction once it was finalized, knowing that this is the biggest opportunity of your career?
I would say my reaction was,
I'm about to get paid.
that was one no funny, that was one but little do people know.
Let's be honest, the odds are stacked against Roach. Davis is in his prime, with the perfect combination of speed, power, and ring IQ. He's a fighter who knows how to win and win big. For Roach, simply surviving the fight might be the best case scenario, but even that seems unlikely against someone as relentless as Davis. March 1st, 2025 could mark the biggest defeat of Lamont Roach's career. The real question isn't just whether he will lose, but how badly he will lose. Isaac Cruz shares a similar perspective on Davis, believing that Davis will come out victorious. However, Cruz is also strategically looking at what comes after the fight, positioning himself for a potential rematch with Roach. This isn't just about ambition, it's a calculated move by Cruz and his team to stay relevant in the highly competitive lightweight division and keep his name in the spotlight for future big opportunities.
Tank and Lamont Roach. Is that the right opponent for Tank?
I don't know why everybody is kind of sleeping on Lamont, but he has a decorated amateur career too. He's a very funny kid. He's very skilled. Tank is Tank. And when
Cruz's confidence in Davis comes from his own experience fighting Tank in their 2021 clash. Cruz pushed Davis to the limit, breaking Tank's knockout streak and proving he's a tough opponent. Watching Davis dismantle Roach seems inevitable to Cruz. I've been in the ring with Tank. I know his power, his timing, and his ability to adapt. Cruz shared in a recent interview, Roach is tough, but Tank is on another level. The team behind Cruz, led by Shane Gibbons of MP Promotions, agrees. With this view, Gibbons regularly praises Cruz as a top-tier lightweight contender, capable of taking on anyone in the division. According to Gibbons, Cruz's interest in a rematch with Roach after Davis deals with him isn't just about moving up the rankings, it's also about redemption. Pitbull wants to prove that he's not just a one-time contender, but a fighter who belongs at the very top. A rematch with Roach could be the perfect opportunity for Cruz to show that. Cruz's belief in Davis's victory over Roach isn't just blind loyalty. It's a realistic analysis of the styles and skills of both fighters. Roach, while skilled and known for his toughness, lacks the explosive power or fight-ending ability that Davis brings to the ring. Davis's ability to deliver knockouts from unexpected angles has always set him apart, and Cruz knows how dangerous that is for Roach. Tank knows how to get inside, deliver the power shots, and end things early. If he sees the opening, Cruz said, Roach might hang in there for a while, but Tank's going to break him down.
What do you think of the announcement of the Gervonta Davis-Roach fight?
I think that, he's had a lot of criticism, but it's not a bad fight. Lamont Roach is a world champion. He's smaller than Gervonta Davis. The problem is not many people are aware of who he is or his ability, but he can.
At the same time, Cruz's focus on a potential rematch with Tank shows his strategic thinking. By positioning himself for this fight, Cruz is keeping multiple options open. If Davis defeats Roach in dominant fashion, Roach will likely be looking for a comeback opponent, and Cruz sees a chance to step in. I respect Roach as a fighter, Cruz said. If he wants to prove he's still one of the best after Tank, I'm ready to give him that chance. Cruz's decision to pursue this path also ties into his broader career ambitions. Despite losing to Davis in their first meeting, Cruz's stock has steadily risen, with many fans and analysts praising his grit and determination. His recent victories, including his win over Giovanni Cabrera, have kept him in the mix for major lightweight bouts.
When the people who I fight, when they start talking, that's when y'all get dumb. I'm gonna beat his ass.
He can't do shit with
for
I don't
real.
give a fuck.
So y'all better be quiet.
I don't give a fuck.
The timing of Cruz's campaign is also significant, with Davis potentially fighting Roach in early 2024. Cruz's public push for a rematch keeps his name in the media and on fans' minds. It's a smart move in a sport where staying visible often leads to more opportunities. Gibbons has played a key role in this strategy, frequently highlighting Cruz's appeal as a fighter. Everywhere we go, fans ask about Isaac. Gibbons said they want to see him in big fights, and we're making sure that happens.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Meanwhile, the ongoing speculation about Tank's fight with Roach has added more intrigue to Cruz's plans. Reports suggest that negotiations between Davis and PBC have encountered obstacles, with issues ranging from venue selection to financial terms. Promoter Eddie Hearn has spoken out about these challenges, highlighting Tank's high earning expectations and the lack of excitement surrounding the Roach matchup. These complications could open up an opportunity for fighters like Cruz to capitalize on the uncertainty and potentially position themselves for a bigger fight. Kevin Gerald Johnson, a respected fighter and sparring partner for big names like Gervonta Davis, Shaka Stevenson, and Devin Haney, recently shared his thoughts on the upcoming Davis vs. Lamont Roach Jr. fight. In a candid interview, Johnson offered his perspective, emphasizing that it will be a competitive bout. Although Johnson hasn't sparred personally with Roach Jr., he recognized Roach's skill and resilience. He described Roach as a fighter who may not easily give in to Davis's renowned knockout power. Johnson's take suggests that endurance and strategy will be crucial, with Roach focusing on surviving the relentless pressure that Davis is known for.
Come on, stop. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know how I'm coming. Y'all know how I'm coming. So stop it. Y'all gonna make it hard for him. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna make it hard for him.
When asked if the fight would end in a knockout, Johnson expressed doubt. He stated that Roach's style and mindset would make it challenging for Davis to find an opening. For an early stoppage, he's going to be moving around and trying to survive, Johnson noted. He suggested that Roach's determination and ability to take punishment could help him go all 12 rounds. Johnson even predicted that Roach might get knocked down in the middle rounds, but would recover and continue fighting, showing his willpower and resilience.
Say y'all get y'all ass knocked out. What is the conversation like the next day with your lady? And I'm gonna start over here.
I don't think about that, Holmes.
You don't think about that at all?
What a lame question.
No.
Good answer. What a dumbass question.
Both of y'all are sitting here saying y'all gonna win on March 1st. That's impossible.
That's the only way.
Johnson's comments tap into a narrative that resonates with boxing fans. Gervonta Davis is often a slow starter. His fights usually begin with a patient, methodical approach as he sizes up his opponent before turning up the pressure in the later rounds. This pattern has been clear in his recent bouts, where his knockouts typically come in the second half of the fight. If Roach can survive those early rounds and maintain his composure, he could have a chance to join an exclusive group of fighters like Isaac Cruz and German Meras, who have gone the distance with Davis. Beyond his knockout power, Davis is also admired for his constantly improving physique and his dedication to the sport.
Here's my take on the fight. Everything is true about this situation. One, Gervonta Tank Davis was being ducked leading up to this. Shakur Stevenson ducked.
Fans and experts have been quick to praise Gervonta Davis's razor-sharp conditioning ahead of his fight with Roach. Comments on social media highlight the noticeable transformation in Davis's physique, particularly his upper body muscle structure. Observers have pointed out his broad shoulders and muscular frame, emphasizing his commitment to staying in peak physical condition. One fan summed it up perfectly: "This dude is razor sharp, walking around just a few pounds from fight weight. He came in at 133 last fight. This is how you should be." Such comments highlight the discipline Davis brings to his training, a quality that sets him apart from many of his contemporaries. In a sport where fighters often struggle with weight fluctuations, Davis's ability to stay close to his fight weight shows his professionalism and focus.
And Lamont Roach, do you like the fight? I know some people have expressed, they would rather to have seen Gervonta fight someone else like a Shakur or another opponent. But overall, what are your thoughts of the fight?
I tell you what.
Yeah.
The fact that Lamont Roach.
Facing a fighter like Davis is no easy task. Known for his explosive power and ability to adapt mid-fight, Davis poses a significant threat to any opponent. However, Lamont Roach Jr. isn't stepping into this fight without his own strengths. Roach, a skilled and crafty boxer, has the tools to make this a competitive match. His strategy will likely focus on using movement and footwork to keep Davis off balance, while picking the right moments to engage. Kevin Johnson believes Roach will rely on his survival instincts, using his willpower and determination to avoid a stoppage. Johnson described Roach as a good survivor, someone who can endure Davis's onslaught and possibly push the fight to the scorecards. For Roach, the key will be to weather the storm and take advantage of any openings Davis might leave as he increases his aggression in the later rounds.